Good morning, everybody. Welcome to pre-market update. Let's do a side-by-side comparison on Nasdaq and see how things are going right now. So you can see Nasdaq came very close to resistance zone yesterday, these red lines, and then dumped, mainly due to nvda. I think the end of the day, nvda CEO said something, so was a quick sell-off. Now they're again putting it back there. Now this is daily chart on the right side. If I take you to triple Q, which is cash ETF, there is a gap here. So probably they're heading towards that gap, looks like. So this is also 10 moving average. So they're sitting right there right now. If I go to 1 hour chart and um, you can see here this big gap here on 1 hour, which on Tuesday they had a gap down. So could be going there. Now there's also a gap down here. You can see here, so it's right kind of in the middle. So I don't know if they're probably gonna go up first, then come back down. That's what it looks like. Looks like they want to go this fill first and then they will come back down. Alternatively, they will come back down. They will just reject from here, come back down, fill this gap, and then maybe go up later. So we don't know which way it's gonna play out. Just wait and watch, and we'll take it from there. This is live market of Nasdaq, so in front of some resistance right now. This 10 moving average is struggling to close above that. And let's look at MES chart, which is S&P 500. Similar story here, exactly same. On SPX, this gap is also not filled. You can see SPY. This is the live ETF, a cash index. You can see 1 hour chart, same story here. Could go to fill this gap and then come back down, or if they get rejected, going lower and then going higher. So we don't know which way it's going to play out yet. In terms of VIX, after getting a buy signal, just coming back. So there is some support here, multiple moving average. So if that holds, then it can be a low and then it's going to break out. I think it's going to go higher. One also thing I want to show you on a daily chart of NASDAQ here, like if I go to line chart, if I remove daily to line chart, you can see we started making lower high, lower lows. Okay, so that's a bit concerning here. You can see this is the high and this is lower high, and if you get rejected and if you go below this previous low, that will be a lower low. Okay, so if I go back to candles, this low here which we got yesterday around 25,368, that needs to hold. If they go below that, then it's going to be low low, and most likely they're going to come and fill this gap. I don't know what news will come. Nasdaq need to drop from top to bottom almost 2% to fill this gap. So keep that in the mind, have some cash on hand in case they decide to do that. All right. So same story here on SPX and Bitcoin here. So very not a great chart here. Let's look at levels on Bitcoin. This is BTC right now in the middle. Um, if it comes below 101,900, maybe you can look to buy, but this looks really bearish. One good thing on the weekly chart is we're a couple of days away from the week and now we are trying to close above that. So that's the good thing for the bulls. We always come back. You can see here we wick below these red and yellow line. This is 50 EMA and SMA and then wick up. Here we came below and then recovered and then bounced. So if we can recover and bounce now, that means we are pretty much going higher to maybe a new all-time high, but still a lot of work to be done. Um, a rejection here and going below this previous low will be very bearish. This is BTC futures. You can see it's right in front of 200 moving average. You can see it broke down and is struggling to go above that. Here we did the same thing, broke down, and then a couple of days later we closed above that. Here same thing. So we really need to go above this weekly chart to be bullish. Now, if a rejection here can bring us to 97K and 91,800 gap fills. So that would be from where we are right now, 0.29 and then almost 11.5% dump. Okay, keep that in mind. Ethereum, same story here. In front of two blue lines, struggling to close up that. This is ETH futures and it needs to close up a blue line, and these gaps are still there, 3,028 and 39, 2,500 and 1,700. So just keep that in mind. Alternatively, a pump can take it to 48.28. So that's also possible. In terms of stocks, or let's look at some other commodities. Gold is looking after getting buy signal just in the middle of white line, which is 20 moving average, and 50 moving average, red and yellow lines just chopping around. Crude oil also struggling to close above these red and yellow lines, bouncing and failing right now. Right now here, trying to flag. Let's see if it can close. Bond getting a buy signal. Yesterday got a buy signal. Now trying to go higher. It could have been good buy. I was very close to buying it, but I ignored it. Um, Tesla wants to break out. Maybe we want to fill that gap around 468. Just one thing to note on Tesla 1 hour chart, most likely they will fill this gap at 468, but there are more gaps to the downside here as well. So 434 as well. So that would be very brutal. Maybe if the Elon Musk vote doesn't pass, they're going to come back to fill this gap. So just keep that in mind. Uh, yeah. nvda, again, huge gap here, guys. I think they're going to come back, fill this gap. I don't know when and how. That's about 4% away. So also this top gap as well. So it could go higher as well. Microsoft looks like it wants to fill this gap around 501. Apple kind of flat, but gap right underneath. So there is, you can see around 263, this gap up. So could be coming there. Then there's another gap here. So multiple gaps on all these tech stock. Google also have multiple gaps. You can take screenshot of these. Amazon is, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about these. Facebook, I don't have buy signal, but it's trying to go higher. So let's see if they can, if this is it, or they're gonna bring it back to 595. Netflix just holding, taking its time below 200 moving average. avgo also finding support on this 50 moving average for a while now. CrowdStrike and ServiceNow also looking not nice. Okay, what else? Natural gas is really bullish, but eventually it will come back at some point, so I won't be chasing it. Silver, same like gold, just stuck between 20 moving average and 50 moving average, right now in the middle, chopping around. Dollar had a nice breakout, but then now in front of resistance, got rejected here, 7 count sell signal. That means dollar could be heading lower, and that's good for Bitcoin. Apart from that, Sunco had a good earnings, was up almost 5% yesterday. Um, yeah, nothing else that interesting. Okay, guys, and Palantir, let's look at Palantir. Up 0.68%. Could be filling this earnings gap at some point. Alternatively, there's also this 155 gap. So we'll see. Qualcomm earnings just kind of flat. AMD also after earnings going higher. Um, but still there are multiple gaps on AMD, guys. Okay, that's all for today, guys. If there are any particular stocks you want me to review, let me know. And then if you want to know more about these levels, and if you want to talk directly with me, any stock level, for example, Tesla here, you can see came to buy zone and then bounce. You want these information, subscribe to my channel. There's a link in the description. Join Discord channel. Let me know you subscribe. I will move you to members section where I share all the trades I'm taking and any questions you have. Have a good one. Bye.